Hi, everybody, and welcome. We have a great show for you today, Inspiring Women Leaders. We are going to be joined by unique guest, Voviette Morgan, the special agent in charge of the FBI in Los Angeles, and Jennifer Povlitz, Western Managing Director of the #1 wealth management company in the world. They are spectacular and they will inspire you. I'm Lorraine Siegel. I am the founder, chair, and CEO of the Exceptional Women Awardees Foundation. Our mission is to enable high potential, high-level women to rise in their careers. We make successful people even more successful. Why did we start this foundation? Well, 46 years ago, when I immigrated to the United States, this incredible country that we live in, I was clueless. I had no idea. I didn't know which was the right law school to go to, the right business school to go to. I didn't know what the right career was or the right job or how to behave. I was clueless. And I vowed to myself that if one day I could ever make it in this world and come back, I would create an organization of mentors who would mentor women like me who walk the road less traveled. And so throughout my career as a lawyer, a serial entrepreneur, managing companies in healthcare and aerospace distribution and professional services, I waited for the moment when I could create this foundation. And so we have. And so today I'm going to share with you two amazing and unique leaders. Let's get right to it. Voviette Morgan, Special Agent in Charge of the FBI. Welcome.
Thank you, Lorraine.
So happy to have you with us. Okay, Voviette and Jennifer, both of you, I am sure, because I too have never in our lifetimes seen a confluence of aggregation and destruction and reinvention as we are living through at this moment. It is truly a moment in time. And Voviette, you are managing chaos brilliantly. How do you manage chaos in the FBI?
Well, Lorraine, first, again, thank you for inviting me to be a part of today's conversation. I'm thrilled to be sharing this platform with Jennifer, and I hope that we are able to add a little value to the conversation that we embark upon today. But when you talk about leading in chaos and which strategies do you apply, I think it's interesting for me and the FBI is that chaos is our day-to-day activity, is that we deal in crises on a day-to-day basis. And the bottom line is the more you do it, the better you get at it. And you start to build a little bit of a muscle, if you will, in order to deal with challenging situations and deal within a crisis. And for me, that's probably one of the greatest gifts the FBI has given me, is because I've learned to become comfortable in very uncomfortable situations. And I think from a leadership perspective, that's what you have to be able to do, is you have to be comfortable in very uncomfortable situations. And I think the first thing in order to address any type of activity as far as a crisis situation or leading in chaos is the goal is to bring order to the chaos. You have to bring order to the chaos. And I think good leaders are able to do that when they bring a level of action to the forefront. The worst thing you can do in a crisis is freeze. You do not want to freeze, but you want to bring action as one of your first activities. And again, in building strategies, I think what's important is that you have to be able to make decisions, and what you have to do in a crisis is there are no perfect decisions. You make the best decision that you can at the time with the best information that you are provided at that time. But you do have to make a decision. You have to build a strategy. And I think what's also important is once you do start to make the decisions, you have to be agile enough to pivot when it's appropriate. You have to be able to adjust, be flexible, be fluid. But once you make decisions, you have to realize you're not married to those decisions, that you have to be able to pivot. And then you always have to remember you're not in it alone. You have to be able to delegate, and you have to trust your people. You have to trust your people.
I love it.
Move it forward.
Yay.